What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, nieces and nephews? Welcome back to another episode of Too Good to Be True. I'm your host, Uncle Drew. As you know, on Fast Friday, we come in here blazing and ready to go to get in here, get our work done, be the best we can be, and dip out and get to the weekend where we can start having some fun with our friends, families, or if you're me, in my case, your books. And on this Fast Friday, I want to take time to talk about hitting the reset button. Now, hitting the reset button is a great thing to do in your life and work. Something you can do outside of that when you're on vacation and you unplug to be able to come back rejuvenated. But what I mean with hitting the reset button is we don't need to wait until those vacations and the end of the week to tap this reset button or the end of the day. We can hit this reset button at any point in time during our day. Because let's be honest, in a 24-hour period, there are going to be some things that happen in that period that cause you a little frustration, that knock you off track, that prove to be, oh man, if this was what today is going to look like, I'm in for a long day. You control the reset button. I came across this video recently on Instagram where there was this biker and he was riding and he pulls up to the stoplight and a truck pulls up next to him. And the truck asked him, like, hey, I didn't almost take you out back there, did I? And the biker's like, no, but actually I want about a year ago, you actually almost did hit me. And the truck was like, oh, that was you? And the guy's like, yeah. So the guy puts his truck in park, gets out of his truck, approaches the guy on the motorcycle, reaches his hand to shake his hand, to give him a gentleman's handshake. And he said, I apologize. He said, I apologize. I was probably having a bad day that day, and I probably took it out on you. So I apologize for my actions. And the guy on the motorcycle shook his hand. He said, that's okay, bro. I was probably having a bad day too. And it made my heart smile because these are two grown men doing what we should be able to do as men and as people, and that is to say, I'm sorry. But that's what hitting the reset button is. What if we could hit that reset button in real time during an argument, right before an argument explodes and becomes something really, really big that we can't take back? Whether that's to somebody that we know, whether that's to a stranger. What if we can be smart enough and emotionally intelligent enough to hit this reset button before anything real gets going? I'll let you guys on a little secret from me. Anytime that I'm starting to have a bad morning or there's like two or three things in a row that happen, I automatically hit this reset button. I could have a morning where I wake up late because I set my alarm wrong, and then I forget my headphones when I went to the gym. And then when I get back home, when I'm getting ready to go and I get out of the shower and I stub my toe on the end of my bed, I will take the time to stop for about 30 seconds or a minute. I will notice everything that's happened in my day so far, and I'll hit that reset button. And I'm like, man, it's been a pretty shitty morning. Excuse my language. I'm gonna be like, but here it's gonna get better. This is where the day starts to progress, and this is where the day becomes a very good day. And I hit that reset button. I always like to let you guys know what's going on in my life so I can be more relatable, but more so to let you guys know that I'm human too. I stop in here to give mentorship, advice, and coaching and help people with their problems, but I'm not perfect. And I go through my own problems too. And last week I was in the city and I went to one of my favorite donut spots, Sidecar Donuts, over in Santa Monica. And as I was walking in, I look at my phone and I have an email. And I look down at the email and it's a person that has emailed me a couple of times. Her name is Chloe. I want to let you guys know I do not know Chloe. And I look back at the messages and Chloe had emailed me on Saturday, on Tuesday, and now she emails me again on Thursday. So I guess what Chloe does is she has clients that she works with that she gets them matched up or gets them appearances on podcasts. And she had emailed me the first time introducing herself and saying, hey, I have a coach that'll be a real good fit for your show and what you do. Let me know if it's something you want to do. She sends another email. Hey, I just wanted to push this to the top and just let you know, to reiterate, I have somebody that'll be great for your show. Reach out if you're interested. She emails the third time. No introduction this time. I guess since you didn't write me back that you're not interested with the guest that I want to have on your show. Or no, better yet, she said, I assume that you don't want this guest for your show. Really, just if you're just reading that, coming off, you're kind of looking at that and you're like, Hmm. Dang, this is really she talking to me like she know me. She talking to me like she the homie. Like we go back some years or something. And so I read that message, and one of the things that you guys will learn about me is I do not like if you are not professional. And being that she's coming in this relationship trying to sell somebody else, she just burned the bridge with her and also with this possible person. And she never named them, but if you are listening to this and you are that person, I would definitely tell you to get another person to market you the podcast because she is not professional. And I hope Chloe hears this. And let's be clear, I don't know Chloe. I don't know any Chloes in my life, but Chloe gave the Chloes a bad name with how she came through my email. And I took some time to vent about this. I talked about this on my IG story. I talked about professionalism. I talked about giving some time for somebody to actually email you back. You wrote me on Saturday. Normal people ain't working during the weekend. You doubled back on Tuesday. So you only gave me one day to get in the office to look at this email and email you back. And then you turn around and say this on Thursday again. So what makes you think I really want to email you back now? That's why I'm making a show about you about a week later, Chloe. But I say all this to say I got on IG and I talked about these things and I made a couple funny jokes. And then on a slide, I put Janae Aiko's trigger mantra and I wrote, now we're about to hit the reset button. Thursday is going to be a fantastic day. So I gave my energy to that, which I usually don't do. But like I told you guys, I'm human. I gave my energy to that situation and then I removed myself from that situation. And I'm going through it again while I'm talking about it. But believe me, I removed myself from that situation because a lot of the time we're walking around holding on to these interactions and these situations that have happened, and they're doing nothing but pulling us down. And so, if they're pulling us down, how are we going to be able to rise and be great for the people around us that day if we're holding on to this thing that happened hours later? And that's one thing I really respect about myself. I allow myself to vent. I allow myself to feel these emotions. I allow myself to be mad, to be sad, to be upset, to vent. And then at a certain point in time, we got to let it go. We got to let it go. We've got to let it go. So don't be afraid to hit that reset button at any time of the day. I think it's even funnier when you find out you're in the middle of a situation and you can hit that reset button. It does wonders. Imagine if you're at a restaurant and you're mad because they didn't book your reservation. And then right in that moment, amongst you guys arguing, what if you said, you know what? I'm sorry I approached you this way. I was really looking forward to eating here. I'm really upset. I want to apologize to you because I've had a bad day. And I hope that I didn't ruin your day or your night either. You'll see in their eyes, you'll see in their eyes that there's this whole flash of like, what the hell just happened? They might think you're about to kill them, honestly, but they go through this flash and they're like, all right, well, we have this person that doesn't want to beat me up and beat my head in because their reservation's not here. Like Ashton Kutcher must be somewhere right around the corner. I know this is punked. I know this is something like that. But we're in this day and age where everybody feels that they have to puff out their chest and they have to stand their ground on these situations with people that pop up. I'm tough. I'm strong willed. I'm not going to back down with this person attacking me or coming at me sideways. But imagine if we were just a little bit softer in what we do. Imagine if you hit that reset button earlier. Imagine if you gave people grace. Imagine if you said, man, I know they approached me the wrong way, but maybe they're having a bad day. So let me ask them, hey, are you all right today? Are you been having a good day? Okay. If you haven't been having a good day, I hope your day gets better. I'm sorry about this situation, but I just hope today gets a lot better for you, and I'm gonna pray for you and have a blessed day. You'll see people change like that. You start putting have a blessed day, or you put some biblical references in there, you'll have people throwing money in the collection plate soon enough. But what I mean with that is I mean we're all out here living a life. It's hard, it's difficult, it's tiresome. And instead of us putting that bad energy out there, figure out how to put that good energy out there because we need a lot more of it. Don't be afraid to hit that reset button. This is Fast Friday. Go out there and be great. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.